Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Jewel and Arit here, and welcome to the Essetino Weekly Mastermind, episode number 82.
Yes, welcome everybody to another weekly Mastermind live stream here. We host these every single Thursday. My name is Arit, for those of you who are new here, and this is Jewel, and we are founders of Essetino Media, where we help you create profitable content. So we like to talk a lot about different things on our YouTube channel. We're streaming live to our YouTube channel as well as in our Facebook group. And if you're not a member, by the way, we have a community of other entrepreneurs, creators, creative entrepreneurs. So definitely join the Facebook group, which will have the link pop up below. It's really where we go live. So you'll see us go live every single week in there. So thank you so much. Yeah, that's the link scrolling down there below. And thank you so much for joining us here.
So episode 82, share your wins for the week. We like to start off the live stream with sharing some wins. It's great energy. We cheer each other on, and our wins are your wins are our wins. So hit it up with the wins in the chat. Tongue-tied.
Yes, right. Guys, let us know how your week has been. What has went well for you? Anything you're proud of getting done? Put it in the comments while we say hello to some people.
Mm-hmm. And I do see a comment from Lisa, but it's not showing up on StreamYard for some reason.
Oh,
but it's in
what's the
YouTube
comment?
Like, look at it. It's like highlighted from YouTube.
Wow,
it's like,
cool.
It's all green, and it shows that Lisa was a member for 17 months.
That's wow. Cool. I wonder why it's not showing up here.
Yeah, no problem, Lisa. I'm not sure why your comment isn't showing up, but yeah, have a good night, and we'll see you next week on the stream.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Lisa.
And we've got Roland in the house from Getting It Done North of 7. Oh, like the emojis. I like the chicken drumstick and the Cirque du Soleil tent.
Very cool. Yes. Hi, Roland. How's it going? I'm liking the emojis every single week. It's a fun little addition.
And hello, Brenda.
Hi, Brenda.
Brenda, I wanted to ask you, have you ever used a bullet journal before? So I just got one, and I'm in the process of learning bullet journal. I have to, like, it has dots and instead of lines, and it's not blank, it's just dots. And I was like, that's interesting, and got a couple of bullet journals. And apparently there's a whole language to actually using it.
I was just going to say that there is like a whole method to bullet journaling, which we haven't learned yet, but we just see so many cool possibilities with this.
I started it off simple, something for myself,
minimalist.
Not necessarily the full-on bullet journal. I don't know what's happening to me today. Technique, but it's pretty cool. I mean, people are really diving deep into bullet journals. There's a whole world of it.
Yeah, and I know some writers use it as well. So that's why we're wondering, Brenda, have you heard of it or have you used it?
Yeah.
Let us know.
On it.
Or anyone else.
Yeah.
We're wanting to learn more about bullet journaling. So
yeah.
Let us know in the comments.
We've got Timothy in the house. Hey, Timothy, how's it going?
Hi, Timothy.
We've got Jojo. Hey, Jojo.
Hello, Jojo.
And yeah, number 82, that number represents weeks. So it's been 82 weeks.
Yeah. And like some of you guys have been with us on this journey
From the beginning.
From the beginning, yeah. I was going to say 82 weeks, but some of you even longer than that from when we were doing the daily live streams. So this is your commitment too, by the way, for showing up every single Thursday.
Yeah.
It is.
Wow.
It's all of ours.
It's a commitment for you guys. We've got Noelle in the house. Hey, Noelle.
Hi, Noelle.
Did you end up ordering the YouTube subscribe cards? Did you place that order to, was it Vistaprint that you were ordering them from? And then win for Roland. Getting my live groove on. Did a live twice this week. One on each channel. Getting comfy. Yes, I saw your live earlier today on. Actually, I saw your lives both.
The ice fishing one, right?
And he did one actually today as well.
Very cool.
And Roland did this live stream where he took his side-by-side and ATV, and his sons were there, and they were ice fishing. Like, it looked like it was in the middle of nowhere, and it was just like a bunch of snow and ice. And I was really like, cool. It always amazes me because it's like the complete opposite of what's going on over here.
Yeah, I've never gone ice fishing before, but that would be a cool experience. Did you guys catch anything, Roland?
Mm-hmm. Whoa, and first super chat.
Hello, Angel.
Angel, you helped me out with fillable PDFs.
Amazing. Yes, that's amazing. Awesome. So you saw our tutorial on our channel. Thanks so much, Angel, for the donation. Really appreciate
the super chat. That's so cool.
Very cool. Where are you watching from?
Yeah.
Let us know. And Dawn, hello.
We've got Digging In Deep with Dawn. Very cool. We've got Tracy in the house. Hey, Tracy.
Hi, Tracy.
Look forward to chatting with you next week.
Yes, and Brenda says, never heard of bullet journals. Thanks for letting me know about it.
Yeah, there's a whole world. And if you go to like Chapters Indigo, they have a whole section on just bullet journals. And there's the guy who created it, created kind of like a system and language with it.
Yeah, so the only reason why I went to go seek out getting a bullet journal is because I wanted a specific journal for my music and songwriting. Mm-hmm. And so I heard of a bullet journal before. If you look this up, there's like a whole wave of it. I mean, I don't necessarily think it's trending anymore. It's not. But there's a whole fan base for bullet journaling, and specifically around like setting it up for like your monthly, weekly, daily, tracking habits.
People apparently
anything and everything, really.
They apparently use bullet journals to like track their life. Like some people swear by this. And I will say that the actual methodology was a little bit overwhelming because, like I said, it was like a new language. But I did a simplified version, which I'll share in my wins and how I did it. Because I got to keep it simple. I got to keep it so simple.
Yeah, you can definitely get overwhelmed learning about bullet journaling.
Keep on, Roland, on.
Good one, Dawn. Good with the catchphrases.
I got the cards today. They look amazing. Cool. Thanks again. Feel free to show them in the private YouTube SEO group with the other members.
Yeah, take a photo of it.
Yeah, take a photo and share it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I got it from Chapters Indigo because, I mean, you can get them anywhere online, really, like anywhere on Amazon. But for me, when I purchase a journal, I like to touch it in hand, open it, see an example. Mm-hmm. It's very rare that I buy journals to write in, without knowing the quality of it. If I already know the quality, then I'll get like the same one.
Yeah.
But I wanted to actually touch and feel because I do, first of all, the color, come on, right? I mean, you see me.
Very on brand.
I was like, immediately when I saw this, and this particular one is from Germany. So it's pretty cool.
Roland didn't catch anything, but loaded up on a bag of party mix chips.
And Coke, and a Coke
so
each.
You caught a good time. That's what you caught. New Jersey, very cool.
Nice. I've never been to that state. Mainly been to the West states, so like Washington State, California, Nevada, Oregon, even Texas, and then jumped over to Florida.
Yeah. I've been searching for pictures of ice fish on the internet. I cannot find one.
Nice.
Yeah, I think a few of you are working on, like, that's a goal. I know that that's a goal for a few of you, is to work on live streaming and like getting to your first live and just getting comfortable with it. Yeah, it's definitely something to either just jump and see how it goes, or to, to set up some time to think about what you want your first live stream to be, and just roll with it. You can be as prepared or not as prepared as you like. It's really up to you and the person. We're all different. Like for me, like going on the first live, I wanted to have at least like a little bit of an outline in terms of what I was going to talk about, just in case no one showed up, which they didn't. So it was good to have that plan in mind. So yeah, it's different for everyone, Tracy.
Noel says, my quirky win. I was able to buy a discontinued Sony ZV-E10 at retail. Very hard to find, and very hard to find amazing camera. Wow. I've never heard of that one. I want to look it up now.
Very cool. Yeah, it sounds like you found a gem. Something that was was that something that you were shopping for initially, Noelle, like that specific camera? Yeah, I haven't heard of it either.
Win for Brenda.
More great comments from viewers. Here's an example. So Brenda got a comment saying, what a wonderful explanation. Best one I've heard. And I have an MFA in writing. Wow. We never talked about this kind of telling. Thanks again. Very cool. So I guess it's a degree in is it in literature, Brenda, or like some sort of writing degree? But that's so cool. That's amazing. See, that's just like, it's so rewarding to get those quality comments. And I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. It's not just like the thank yous, which we also appreciate, but reading a comment which someone has taken the time to say this stuff in detail to you, it's so rewarding, and it just keeps you motivated to keep going, right?
Every day I have the YouTube Studio app on my phone, and I see the comments, and every so often we get like a gem of a comment where someone really took the time to write something, and it really means a lot. Like it, and I don't forget some, like there was one where they said they're from Azerbaijan, which is like somewhere in the Middle East, which was like really cool to see that someone was watching our videos from there. And I think they've commented that on a couple of our videos, but it's so cool that someone from like across the globe is like watching our tutorial videos.
Yeah. MFA. I think that's Masters in Fine Arts or something like that. It's becoming addictive. Oh, so you really enjoyed going live, Roland. I had a ton of fun chatting with viewers tonight. Yeah. It really brings that sense of community to your YouTube channel rather than just like the one-sided posting up a video, right?
Phil says, greeting masterminds. Awesome.
Jewel purple. Yes.
Yes. Purple has always been my official color. If you've known me, like I've always liked purple. It started off as lavender, which is a light purple, or lilac as they call it. But yep, I like purple, right? Any chance that there's a purple happening? Yeah, I'm likely getting it.
Many times YouTube gives the wrong start for shows. It said you were airing at 2 a.m.
What? Really?
That's not cool. I did not know that, John. 2 a.m. In what time zone? Maybe it's set to...
Maybe it's 2 a.m. Oh, wait. Well, it's 2 a.m. for Phil.
Yeah. So maybe it's set to a different time zone for you, Dawn.
Roland said, my live was glitchy. Yeah, it was, but people were still on there, I saw. Your mic was like, and you adjusted the mic. The thing is, you just adjust with each live stream as it goes on, right? So it's only going to get better with each live stream. People are saying wonderful accomplishment.
Cool. Yeah, we'll share a couple wins too, you guys.
Yeah, you had to look it up.
Nice.
All right.
Awesome. It's all about positive vibes here on the Mastermind. Always.
Okay. Share your win.
Okay, yeah. So my win, it's not done, it's not complete, But this past week, I started getting more into my vision board for 2022. So I haven't done a vision board in a very long time. The last time I did one, I think, was back in 2015. And a lot of things on that vision board have come true. I would say like a year ago or 2 years ago. And so I've been like meaning to do this vision board for a very long time. I highly believe in like just like, you know, listening to things to increase your energy, to keep you motivated, to keep you inspired, to keep you plugged in to what you want to achieve, hanging out with the right people, all this kind of stuff. I believe that surrounding yourself with visuals, quotes, that really does like wonders for you. It's almost like, you know, you're really, by having something like this, which you're constantly seeing every single day, you're creating a memory, you know, but the memory is in the future. Like you're creating that. It's a vision of the future, but you're looking at it, and almost like when I look at my vision board, I kind of envision those things. I don't just look at the picture. I imagine that movie playing in my head. So it's like I'm creating those future memories in a way. So my win is that I got that started. Like it was a whole process of finding images and like sourcing those images, printing them out on photo paper, which I've already done, and I've cut out all of the pictures and the quotes. So my next step, and I have it scheduled to do this on Saturday, is to place those images on the board that I got. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. That was a huge win for me.
I'm just going to share my first win here.
Yes, that was, Jewel has a really good win too.
So yeah, so the first sort of small part of the win is getting this journal, and I was like kind of thinking about how can I use this journal to excite me, to motivate me, because I do have other journals that track my week, or if I need to write a script for YouTube videos, I do have separate journals for that. But I wanted this one to be like a track of my progress. You know how I'm always talking about 1% forward, the from Atomic Habits.
Mhm.
He says if you want to move forward with something or get better with something, he says do it 1% per day. Get better 1% each day.
Yeah.
So lately I've been saying this phrase, move Essetino 1% forward. And I created in my bullet journal this thing. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Mhm.
It says move Essetino 1% forward 2022 completed tasks. And there's like a whole row of things. And so far there's only 5 things on there. And these are not things that I do already. So these are things that are completely new that will really move Essetino forward, that aren't the typical tasks, because we tend to do the things that are easy, and we tend to just stick with those, like filming and editing and uploading a video.
Things we're comfortable with.
Like that needs to happen every week. I'm not going to put, I filmed and edited and uploaded a video. Some things that I put on here were filmed first round of ads with the new lens, right? Because I told you that sometimes when I get new gear, I tend to hesitate on using it because it's a new piece of equipment and I'm not used to it. So I tend to just use what I'm used to. And I really wanted to get better with video quality, specifically for our ads as well. And here's the one I wanted to show you. I scheduled 1 year of YouTube community posts. So I spent half a day. It took a long time in my opinion, but I did a technique of batching. So you know how we always batch, film, edit, and upload. Well, I did batch posting, and I'm gonna do a video sharing my exact process and how I was able to schedule an entire year of YouTube community posts on our channel. And I'll just share the screen.
That's huge. Like it's it's a form of automating, right? Like of just showing up in a form of a community post, of just people seeing our brand, our name, just saying like whatever, hello, or whatever, if it's a poll or just sharing another video. It's a huge step in just automating something that we should be doing more often, right?
So you see here, I scheduled 136 posts to go out throughout the entire year up until the end of December. And I did that in one half-day sitting. So I would say I spent like maybe 6 hours on this. And at first I was like not intending to spend 6 hours, but I was like, if I just stick with this for 6 hours, I will be done for the entire year. Now,
Yeah.
Of course, I'm still going to add posts to this throughout the year. Like if something cool happens, if something comes up, then I can add it in. But I know that now, even if I didn't post anything on the community tab, I'm good for the entire year because I've already scheduled a bunch of stuff. So now it's going to be like all this cool supplementary stuff that's going to come into play if I see a resource or a video or a screenshot of something, but I'm already all set for the entire year.
It's all icing on the cake from this point. Like you've set the skeleton up. So yeah, any additional posts are just extra, which is great.
So that's what I did. That's what some of the things that I did here. And these are like specifically things that aren't necessarily the duplicate stuff that I do from day to day. It's like new stuff that's going to push us, get us really out there, get us uncomfortable, get us to grow basically. So I'm really excited for this.
Yeah, that's an awesome accomplishment. And that's like something that I hear a lot about other, like Todd Herman, the guy who created 90 Day Year. He's an executive business coach and Olympic coach. Actually, he was an Olympic coach too. He always talks about doing something every day to put you out of your comfort zone. And it doesn't have to be like something major. It could just even be as simple as, if you're not someone to necessarily walk by someone and not smile, then doing that will put you a little bit out of your comfort zone, but it'll be something worthwhile. It's just a small little act of kindness, but at the same time, something personable, putting you out of your comfort zone to smile to someone as you walk by. So that's really cool. Like that journal idea and the community posts, and it's all coming from the 1%. That's what inspired all of this. 1%.
1% is attainable. It is attainable. Yes. It's like, what is one thing? Like, it doesn't have to be like a huge thing like I just did. Because I did a whole bunch of 1% stuff, I was ready to do that 1 year thing. And now because I did that, I'm going to schedule a year in our YouTube SEO group, our Creative Business Success Facebook group. I'm going to schedule out an entire year on our Essetino Media Instagram, and we're going to move towards scheduling our videos as far out as we can as well. So
that's the point. Like the 1% is what creates the momentum. Mm-hmm. If you just keep plugging into that 1%, that eventually turns into a much bigger percentage that would have been so much harder to start with, right?
Mm-hmm. Roland says, I'm going to type out a live checklist, no more goof ups. Yeah, definitely doing setting it up in advance definitely helps too. I just filmed a video on how we set up our StreamYard videos because I do it in the exact same way. Mm-hmm. And I do have a system of how I set it up and pre-plug everything in. Like all these stuff are all plugged in and we just turn them on when we go live. So automating as much as you can also helps. But yeah, doing that checklist will really help.
That's amazing, Ari. You're inspiring me to make one too. Yeah, I mean, I first was, I've heard about doing vision boards for a very long time, but I first actually got into it when one of our mentors from back in our beginning entrepreneurial days talked about creating a vision board and not just like looking at it, but really activating it by looking at the pictures and imagining those movies playing in your head, like as if you're already there. And that's the point. You're already envisioning that you're already there. So you're you're literally in that act becoming that person that you want to be. So it's it's something I'm super excited about.
What was your favorite image?
Oh man, I don't have a favorite image because all of them are my favorite images. Like they create this collective vision together. I can actually show you a little bit of it. I have some pictures on Pinterest. Let me see if I have it up. Yeah, I collected some of these things on Pinterest.
Okay.
Here, let me share.
It was like, here, I'll do it.
Share screen. Boom, boom. So let me know if you guys can see this. These are just some of my images. So what I want more of in 2022 is more creativity, more movement, more music, just more imagination. So a lot of these images speak to that, and more experiences, more really cool experiences. Like this girl right here, just having the time of her life, diving into this cave, whatever. Like it's just incredible, right? So I think every single image on here has to excite you. Like, every single image on your vision board has to really, like, when you look at it, it's like, yeah, you can feel it inside, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to that, I added like a bunch of quotes and stuff. So yeah, super excited. I'll probably show you guys once I've finished it.
I mean, like, explain it. Give a full-on synopsis.
We'll have another show and tell.
It would be cool to take a wall in your home and turn it into a vision board. Yeah, that would be cool. I'm sure some people have done that, actually. That is extremely cool. 1% a day is huge. Yeah, there's actual calculation on it when you do 1% per day. Here, and this is I can't remember what the exact calculation is moving forward with 1% a day, but I remember if you don't put 1% a day and you're like going backwards, so like minus 1% a day, and you're down to 0 almost, or even past, I think. There was these calculations that are in the book, Atomic Habits, and that was scary. And like people live like that. And I think I did that at one point, doing minus 1% per day.
How do you do minus 1%? What does that look like?
For me, when I was being unhealthy,
like
I let myself
purposely moving farther away from what you want.
Yeah, no, I went way back.
Yeah.
I'm only now just getting out of it.
June, hello. We haven't seen you in a while. Deep covered snow.
You're in Japan. I'm guessing it's really snowing over there.
Yeah, you're joining our Ontario friends there in the winter as well. They have a lot of snow.
Yeah. I felt extremely accomplished when I was like at the end, and I was like, I just scheduled 1 year of posts. I was like amazed at myself.
Roland, thank you I just have to point this out. Roland, you're awesome.
What?
You know that we sometimes get lost because we come to your comment later. So I love that you put for us community posts in brackets. It's awesome.
Hi, hey, Kyle. Everyone. And then wait, I'm just going to jump to this comment here. Roland is saying, what does it say on your sleeves? It's driving me crazy to try and read it. So this says, Alpha Elite.
Alpha Elite.
So it's kind of like athlete, right? And it's actually from another YouTuber. This piece of clothing is from another YouTuber. And his YouTube channel is called Christian Guzman. And he is a fitness person. He is like into bodybuilding and all that kind of stuff. And I like watching people who are in fitness because it helps motivate me to do fitness as well, because it was hard for me for a long time. And that's how I was able to lose like 50 pounds. So I would watch and just get motivated by these people. And he created a clothing brand and a gym called Alpha Elite. And it's pretty huge. It's pretty big. He has a lot of subscribers. And he recently released this purple thing. Usually this is the first piece of clothing I've bought from him. And when I saw this, I was like, I have to get that because it's the exact purple that I love. And it's about doing fitness and stuff, and I'm all about that now. So yeah, it's from that YouTube channel.
She was on a call today with her sister, and then her sister was like, what does it say? Alphabet?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's yeah, the alpha part. That's probably why it was driving you crazy.
Yeah. As you do more and more live streams, it gets easier. Yeah, with anything.
Yeah, it does.
Noelle says, as per your recommendation, I now have 9 videos queued up.
Amazing, Noelle.
Keep going. Keep stacking the schedule.
Incredible. You're really setting yourself up because Noelle is an accountant, everyone. And so during this season, this is tax season, and he's, likely swamped with a whole bunch of work. So yeah, setting yourself up with those YouTube videos is going to be a huge stress relief.
Brenda says, I've done a future life vision board, but I never really thought of doing one specifically for 1 year. I love how you describe it as future memories. Well,
yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily create it for 1 year. I create a vision board, and then once this is like what happened with my one that I created in 2015. I've achieved everything on it, like everything. And I feel like it's complete. And I've really been pushing myself to dream bigger and to think bigger than what I am. I think like when you get really comfortable with your work and, just like
your skills,
really busy in the day-to-day workings of life and stuff, you kind of, we're going to talk about this. There's a dome, right? Like you have a set dome of what's realistic, and you should always be pushing yourself to think way past that dome and to think bigger and to dream bigger. So when I create a vision board, it's really like I don't set a time limit to when I'm going to achieve those things, but it's just things that I want more of in my life. And it's going to be pretty cool. Like, I don't know when, but let's just say a few years from now, when all of that stuff's achieved, and to dream even bigger and to create a new vision board. So yeah, it's a really fun process too of actually doing it and looking for those photos and pictures.
Phil says, I've been at it for 6 years now, being self-employed, and now it's really starting to pay off like a snowball effect.
That's amazing, Phil.
That's what we always talk about, is create the snowball effect. Keep building, packing the snow, right? What it is you make this huge snowball, and then you push it off the hill, and it just starts rolling, and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
And we're experiencing that as well. All of those years of building our skills is really paying off as well, and that's really cool to hear.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to share a video with you guys. You may have already seen it, but it's a good refresher.
Yeah.
So I made this video because I kept walking by this planter box that I have, and initially when you plant these things, there's little domes, and I would always walk past it, and I would think that that's life, like this is life. And a lot of people stay under the dome. So I wanted to create this analogy video and put it up and put it out there. So here we go. I'm going to play it right now. Video here. So wait, hold on. Let me go back. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Hey everyone, just wanted to do a quick video here. So this is the Click and Grow Smart Garden 9, and it's very similar to life, I find. And you might be thinking, what? There's just a bunch of small plants and domes over them. And so to me, this is very representative of life, because a lot of people think that there's a certain ceiling for their potential and for their success and their dreams and what they can go after. And so I see these little plants here, right? And initially when you're planting them, you have to put this dome over it so that it creates moisture and heat and for it to grow. But when it gets to a certain point, you need to take the dome off. You need to take that off. Otherwise, it will not grow and it will just stay small. And I feel like that is very, very representative of a lot of people who go through their life. They think that there's this ceiling and you can't even see the ceiling. It's a made up ceiling in your head. And all you literally need to do is just take off the domes. And when you do, you can actually grow. The dome is in your head. It's not an actual thing that's there. And so you see, this is very representative of life because now I've taken off the domes. And you see the plant didn't even know it was there. And now they're going to be able to get huge and this whole thing is going to get covered and they're going to grow. And I want you guys to look at that analogy with your own life and if you're putting a ceiling to your own goals and dreams. And that's my representation of life with the Click and Grow Smart Garden 9. Hope you enjoyed. So I like to do those kinds of videos to simplify things for people and explain it in a different way that you might not have heard of before, because it might be the thing that changes you. You know, it might be the thing. When I heard the line, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right, that blew me away. And I was like, wait a minute, whether I think I can or I think I can't, I'm right, then I better think that I can, you know, because it's like, it just made me think differently. And so I wanted to put it out there for people to look at things in a different light.
Up here, yeah. I was just going to say, Roland's sharing that CF Moto Side Rider channel is only 23 subscribers away from 500.
Half.
You're going to reach that very soon, Roland.
Amazing, Roland. You've grown that channel very quickly.
And then you'll be scheduling community posts for the year, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Excellent progress, Roland. Noelle says, such a great analogy video. We all have self-limiting beliefs that many of us don't even realize. Yeah. It's sad sometimes when I see it, because all you really have to do is just change your thinking and literally remove that fake dome over your head.
But I mean, you're right. Like some people, it's just, you don't have the awareness and you don't know what you don't know, right? Like you see that because you have that awareness and you've learned to have that awareness. So I think if you're if you don't know that you have those self-limiting beliefs, I think the only thing that's going to really push you to come out of that is just like this thing inside of you that wants something different, that wants change, that's, unsatisfied. It might just start with something like that, where it's like you're unsatisfied with your life and the way things are going, or you want more of something in your life. It's going to start there, right? And it's going to expand. And you're going to think more about it. And from there, you seek out, you might work up the courage to seek out like resources for that, look things up. It all starts from that. But I think once you are aware of that, and it's a good exercise to regularly check in with yourself and like ask yourself, how am I doing? Like literally just journaling on that. How am I doing? How are things going? What do I want more of, or what could I improve? When you start to ask yourself those questions, then you can kind of start to see like where you are headed, and whether you need to dream bigger, you need to remove that dome, you need to like think differently, change the lens, all of these things that we've been talking about from the start of this year.
That day when I removed the domes, I didn't do a follow-up, but when I actually removed the domes, the leaves got a little bit burnt. So they got a little bit crispy and they got a little bit burnt. And I was like, okay, I removed the domes of the protection, right? And now they're getting a little bit crispy, but I left them because they were getting too big for the dome. So I left them anyways. and they continued to grow, and the crispiness and the burntness of the leaves kind of went away, and now it's huge. It's like it's taking over, like it's way bigger than in that video now, and that was like 2 weeks ago. So a lot of people, they like go for it, and then something happens, right? They get doubt, fear, whatever.
They put the dome back on.
And then they put the dome back on.
Yeah.
You see it a lot of times with YouTube channels, people starting YouTube channels and businesses, when people are starting out businesses and stuff. And you need to just leave the dome off after you've taken it off.
You got to be okay with the burn a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's the pain of growth. And we need to embrace that pain. Like you need to embrace the uncomfortableness. And now they're actually like blooming, like they're beautiful, those plants. Like they're thriving.
They're huge now.
Yeah.
So happy for your growth, Phil. I look forward to seeing your desk. Yes, I've been keeping track of your journey, Phil. You're doing an office now. That's really cool. And are you going to be filming videos in there?
Just finished the office room.
You will be filming
very
videos,
cool.
Likely. Yeah, if you're going to get gear in there.
Nice. I would love to see that, Phil. You're going to hopefully do a video on that.
And shout out to Noel. He gave Roland
of
CF Moto Side Rider a subscribe. So he's now at like 22 away.
Thanks for doing that, Noel. And also Timothy as well. Timothy, I think.
That's a good question.
Do you like watching yourself on videos?
You answer it first, and then I'll answer it.
So I don't go back and watch my videos. It will just drive me crazy because there's already, like, while I'm filming it, I'm already having those thoughts of like, oh, I could have done that better, or I could have said that better. So if I go back and watch it and it's like published and live, it'll just drive me even more crazy. I would want to pick at things. So I just don't. I don't like go back and watch videos. And I actually had this conversation came up because I was in Melody's write-in this past week. It's like where a bunch of us meet and just like spend 90 minutes to just write whatever. It could be your book, it could be social media content, it could be an email marketing sequence, whatever it is. And then there was an author there who was saying like, once my book is published, I never go back and read it. And she was saying the same thing. Like she would just find too much that she'd want to pick at it, and like it wouldn't make her feel good. So I've heard that about like some other actors as well, like celebrities and stuff. They don't go watch their films. So yeah, for me, I don't do that. But she's totally opposite.
I'm the complete opposite, and I always watch my videos over and over again. It depends if I really went all out into the video. For example, let's say the 21 ways to get more YouTube views. That one I put a lot of effort into it, so I watch that one over and over again. I watch my vlogs over and over again as well. Like the latest one where we went to Whistler. That one I thought was amazing. So I actually do like watching my videos. I even rewatch the live streams as well. It helps me improve. It helps me. I don't really criticize myself too much. I'm not thinking like, oh, gross, I said that or whatever. But I actually find it entertaining. I like watching the videos where I'm telling a story and stuff. When I'm doing story time videos, those because it's like someone's telling me the story, and I like memories and reliving like cool moments and stuff. So I do rewatch my stuff constantly. Yeah. And also with writing my posts, I'll look at my posts like over and over again to not necessarily to critique it, but to just be like almost re-feeling what I wrote, because I can actually feel it. So yeah, I do. She doesn't.
Yeah, we're totally opposite in that regard.
One subscriber closer.
Nice.
Plant the seed of success and keep feeding it. Yeah, it's like your brain. If you keep feeding your brain, right, whatever goes in is what is pretty much going to come out. So be aware of that when you're consuming stuff.
Mm-hmm. Nice, Roland. Thank you for that.
Oh,
I saw, yeah, I noticed that earlier
Are
today.
we?
It says 44.9.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not
I
sure
just saw
where
it.
we are in the 900s, but yes, that much closer to 50K. I know, super excited about
We're
that.
about 60 subscribers away from 45,000. I just saw.
Mhm.
60 subscribers away. Interesting. All right.
Exciting. I always rewatch my videos so I can learn from them and improve. Yeah.
Everybody's different.
Yeah.
Whatever works for you. I believe there's no correct way in it. If you don't like it, then just move on to the next one. As long as it doesn't hinder you from creating the next one.
Yeah. I would do that with my music videos.
You'd watch them or you didn't watch
Yeah,
them?
I do. I do watch them. But not so much the talking stuff, the talking videos, YouTube videos.
The tutorials.
I'm really sick of my voice.
That's funny. Shout out to
Thanks,
Timothy. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Appreciate it. It's that pear with the coffee. I love that
That's
one.
awesome. Thank you so much.
That's so cool. Oh, and I wanted to ask you, you have the thanks button on your YouTube channel now. How has that been working for you? Have people been using it? What does it look like? I'm waiting for it to get activated so I can do a video on it. But yeah, let us know how that's going for you.
Yeah.
Dead air. For once there was dead air.
I thought there was more. I was waiting for you to scroll, but there was no scroll. So
awesome. Yeah, I think that was our talk for today. We really just wanted to share that dome part because I got such really great response. I honestly didn't know how people were going to take this video because it's not a typical video that I put out. I'll put motivational stuff out there. I'll do text posts and things like that. But I haven't really done like an analogy video. I usually do funny stuff. I'm like quirky in real life, so I do like funny things if you've seen on my Instagram and stuff and my Facebook. So it's not a typical piece of content that I would release. So I wasn't scared to put the video out there. I was just interested how people were going to receive it. And I remember putting that video out there and someone said like, I really needed to hear this. And then I was getting like a couple comments of someone commented that they need to stop putting too many plants under the dome, meaning like there's like it's too packed and they just need to like have one plant under one dome and then remove the dome. They have too many, they said, and they need to space out the plants, which I thought was really cool how it was hitting each person, you know, like it meant something different to each person.
I think we should do more of those because like those metaphors and analogies are a way to like explain and for people to really understand complicated concepts, or it doesn't have to necessarily be complicated, but just concepts that are kind of, you know, not talked about or hard to actually get until you see it in the form of an analogy or a metaphor. So I think that's why it resonated with a lot of people. It's like a visual representation of what was actually going on for them.
And that video was definitely like in flow. I was like, okay, quickly film me. I got it. I didn't need to like script it out or anything. I was like, I'm just going to just speak however it comes out. And that's what came out.
Yeah.
My community uses the super chat. So I guess you haven't gotten any thanks button yet. Or sorry, thanks donations yet from the button. Cool. Well, I'm excited to receive the thanks button and see how it works. I really liked that video.
Awesome.
Was it because it was related to planting? And so people could relate to it. There was my sister said she really liked it, which she doesn't usually say. I did get 2.
Oh, okay.
Oh, two thanks.
2 thanks. Yeah. 2 thanks donations.
Cool. And how did it look on your end? Like, do you get a notification? Does some animated thing happen on the screen? Let us know.
Yeah, we're waiting for that feature to pop in and like just to see what it looks like. And it's kind of like confusing, all these different live donations, super chats, super stickers, and thanks.
I'll have to do a video on the difference between the two.
Comparison,
Because people are like, well, if there's a thanks button, why do you need this button? It's like, long story short, one is for live and one is for non-live.
Oh, interesting. It was an email sent, Timothy says.
Oh, it sends you an email.
That's really interesting. I'm about to begin painting in the house, and audiobooks are going to come in handy. Yes, glad you're enjoying that, Roland.
How's the 10X rule? Or have you finished it? I know that you were listening to it while you were driving. As much as possible, if I'm doing something that doesn't require too much thinking, audiobooks start to turn on. And I'm listening to this one right now, which is really, it's very different. I don't typically listen to a book like this, but I saw her on the show with Tom Bilyeu on YouTube. This book is called Captivate, and it's the science of succeeding with people. And it's all about like body language and your facial cues. And, an easy one is if you have your arms crossed, it means you're totally not interested in it. You're, not open to receiving. She gives like different tips. She's like, when you're at a meeting, like always show your hands, she said, on the table. She's like, have them on the table, show your hands. Don't hide them, don't put them in your pocket and things like that. So there's things I'm picking up here and there, and it's definitely interesting. So that's what I'm listening to right now.
Very cool. I haven't heard about that book. 10X rule was intense. Yes, Timothy. Yeah, it challenges you to again think bigger, right? To just really step outside of your comfort zone and do a lot more than what it is that you're doing. And it's just like this Grant is really good at and just like it's like a no nonsense mentor just yelling and screaming at you to like level up and step up. That was a really good book. I remember I was reading 10X Rule at the same time as I was reading The One Thing. And that's all about like focus and simplifying and paring down. And 10X is like doing way more. So it was interesting reading those two books at the same time. It's like you need to 10X your one thing, right? You need to 10X like going all in with whatever you're focusing on. Thomas, hello.
Thomas
Howdy,
George.
Howdy. Yes.
Hey, Thomas, how's it going?
Thomas George.
You caught us in the last minutes here. We're actually going to be ending it. We're coming to the end of our live stream. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. And, it's cool to hear that you guys enjoyed that video, because I'll be doing more analogies like that as they come up. I want them to be natural. So as they come up, I have a couple in my head right now that would simplify certain things that people probably have. Whoa, there's a bunch of comments coming in. We've got Manny in the house.
Yeah, Thomas, I need to connect with you. I just replied to the comment in there. I'm going to message you. Been meaning to do that for a while.
Great answer.
Hello, Manny, but bye, Manny. We're just about to finish off, but nice to see you pop in. Thanks for stopping by. Awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much for spending this hour with us. As always, we go live Thursdays, every single 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for spending time with us, for showing up, for being a part of this experience, just hanging out, learning from each other, being around positive vibes. We really appreciate you.
So we'll see you next Thursday for episode number 83.
Yes. See you then. Bye, everyone.